A crossbow loaded with bolts. Just one of over 200 weapons collected by 3 men, now jailed for planning a Nazi-inspired terror attack. Ringleader Brogan Stewart and his self-styled armourers, Marco Pitzettu and Christopher Ringrose, were described as white supremacists who idolised Hitler. Together they planned attacks on targets including mosques and synagogues and talked about an impending race war. Among the hundreds of weapons seized by officers from the trio was a 3D printed semi-automatic firearm that Christopher Ringrose had almost finished building. Police added the parts he was trying to source and were able to fire it. They also recovered a selection of body armour, along with knives, machetes and axes. Brogan Stewart had recorded a video of himself dressed in a helmet and Nazi uniform and a voice note where he describes a plan of attack.
Cross to the target, then down that street, come back on ourselves to where that roundabout is. We can stop there, we can uncover the plates, we can get rid of masks.
We thought they were on the cusp of targeting the synagogue, an Islamic school, a mosque. And when we saw that rhetoric increase and we felt that there was a real uptick in their conversations coming into the real world, that's when we arrested this group.
The men were caught when counter-terror officers infiltrated their online group, stopped as they were about to organise a training day for a potential attack on an Islamic centre in Leeds. They have now been jailed for a total of 29 years between them.
All 3 of you adhere to an extreme right-wing ideology. I say adhere in the present tense, as it is clear to me from the pre-sentence reports prepared for each of you that remains the case, notwithstanding your conviction of these serious offences. As Dr. Allen, an expert on hate and the extreme right wing, said during the trial, those who are within the extreme right wing do not want to work within the democratic process of this country, but to use any means necessary, including violence, to bring about change. That was, and in my view, remains your mindset.
Sentencing the trio, the judge, Mrs Justice Cutts, said it was likely the men would have carried out a terror attack and called it merciful that they were stopped in time. Katie Barnfield, Sky News at Sheffield Crown Court.